Meet Deborah, a sophomore studying health education and promotion at Oklahoma State University. Deborah has been a competitive gymnast for over 7 years, competing on the national level. But here, on March 8th, 2012, Deborah's life changed forever.
I was at practice one night, and I remember walking up onto the trampoline bed. I started bouncing, and then my mind just completely goes blank. I couldn't feel anything in my body. I all of a sudden just felt this shooting and stabbing pain going through my back and neck. And I realized that something was completely wrong.
Something was very wrong. Deborah had severed her C5 and C6 vertebrae.
I'm paralyzed from the neck down, and I would never walk again.
And she just wakes up and she comes lucid for a few moments and she says, "Dad, I'm coming all the way back."
And I was rubbing her feet and I stopped rubbing her foot, and then she says, "Daniel, is my toe still moving?" Her toe was wiggling back and forth just a little bit.
I remember knowing from that night on that I was going to be completely healed and that God did not have a life of paralysis for me. I knew that He was going to call me to do bigger things. Whenever I got there, they first did lots of initial testing on just my muscles and what I could and could not do. And I failed almost every single test except for my left big toe and being able to lift my arms just a little bit.
Deborah then spent 2.5 months at Cred Rehabilitation Hospital in Denver doing intense physical therapy to strengthen her body. Her strength and motivation to make a full recovery has been inspirational to her father and those at Cred Hospital. One physical therapist, Heather Horry, formed a friendship with Deborah that would impact their lives forever.
She was so supportive the whole time, and she believed in me whenever a lot of people didn't.
I came out really strong mentally and physically at the end of it.
All the PTs, that were there, in that lab with her, remembered just how strong, she was to just keep breaking through all of their exercise prescriptions.
Deborah was soon asked what her goal was when entering the rehabilitation program at Cred Hospital.
And I told them, I'm going to walk out of this hospital, and I know I will, regardless of what doctors and surgeons have told me.
Today, on May 18th, she walks out. Enough said.
It was really neat to see how God had brought me through everything, from being completely paralyzed to being able to move one toe to completely being able to walk without help from anybody else. Just knowing that He got me through that and I had accomplished my goal really gave me a passion and a drive to continue to get better. I now want to continue to share my story with other people. I would love to go back to Craig Hospital and become a physical therapist there and work with other spinal cord injury patients. I want to help them get better, not only physically, but spiritually and emotionally. And I want to show them that it really is through the power of prayer and through the power of God that I am here. I've been able to use my story to inspire people. Now that I can see the bigger picture and the good, all the good that's come from it, I wouldn't change a thing that's happened.